Well, 3 months is a long time, so don't drive each other mad. Anyway, good luck.
7-5.
7-5.
I'll sure miss them, Doc.
Oh, they'll be back in no time at all. By the time you started the new fitness regime I've got planned for you, you won't even notice they've gone.
Oh, yes, remember, we've our part of the survey to do, too. We, don't want them to think we've been slacking. And on that note, I'll, get us set for our next landing.
You can't escape that easily, even in space. Fitness first.
Commander Neptune, we are approaching the planet Ultralarium.
7-5, Circuit. Take us into orbit, and then initiate landing procedure.
7-5.
A new world.
A year of not finding anywhere inhabitable. And this will be the third planet we've been able to land on within weeks.
And they've all had something in common.
You mean they've all been hideously uninviting? Yep. It certainly makes you appreciate the Earth more.
Well, I imagine the first woman on Mars thought much the same thing. But now look, a thriving colony.
Of sealed domes and artificial sunlight. No, sir. Give me the good old US of A anytime.
And there speaks a man who has never been to somewhere really good, like Germany.
I suspect this will be more like the desert. Uninhabited.
We are now ready for landing.
Okay, Circuit. Take us down.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and Circuit, make it a gentle one. The last time was a bit bumpy.
One gentle landing coming up, sir.
You know, I'm sure he's developing more, personality. Oh! In one servo and not the other, I guess. Hey, Circuit. I said gentle.
Cannot comply.
You see what I mean, Doc? More personality.
Systems not responding correctly. We are on a collision course.
Collision course? Abort landing! Abort landing!
Systems are not responding.
Full thrust, Circuit. Full thrust! Circuit, you've got to get the systems under control. Doc, what can we do?
I have no idea. We seem to have lost the ability to override the engines.
Impact with planet surface in 37 seconds.
It's too late for the escape pods.
seconds to impact.
I guess this is it, Doc. Get down, Doc.
Command. Oblique. XR40. Activate.
Intruder. Intruder. Initiate defense protocol.
Halt! There is no need to harm me. I am your friend.
More power to the engines. The ship. Dr. Asteroid. Herman, are you okay? Doctor.
Now that you understand my situation, you will help me.
Negative.
Oh, but you will. You have no choice.
You have no authority to issue instructions. Only Commander Neptune and Nebula-75 crew have authority. Sometimes.
What's this? You mean the ship of yours has a crew? Why was I not informed? Guards! Guards! Report to me! Immediately!
What do you intend to do?
I want these people brought to me forthwith.
You will not harm them.
Command 745/8. Stop! You really cannot stop me. Return to crash site and bring all survivors to me. Oh, and have this lump of scrap taken to the caves. I shall reprogram him later.
You sure had me worried there, Doc.
I'll be okay. In a moment, anyway. But that's more than can be said for the Nebula-75.
Oh, thank goodness the lieutenants weren't here.
Yes, though it may just be prolonging the inevitable for them. The comet isn't designed for long-term survival in space, so they're potentially in just as much danger as we are.
And they just don't know it.
Quite.
Well, ignorance is bliss, I guess. Is there anything we can do?
Well, I've not seen the rest of the ship yet, but I can't see this being put right outside the Zodiac Space Center herself.
So, it's all over for us?
Well, let's see what's afoot. Normally I'd say panic, but recently I've learned that it's not over until the Space Maiden, or indeed the, portly doctor, sings. Let's investigate.
I wonder what's taking them so long. Well, dead or alive, it couldn't be more perfect.
It's a pretty fine mess, isn't it, Doc? Any sign of circuit?
I'm afraid not. But there's so much wreckage, it could be anywhere. The command room was reinforced, and even that's a write-off.
Is there any way out of this, Doc?
Well, as far as I can see, no. If you want the straight answer.
Well, I guess we might as well still investigate. Even if it is only to find somewhere to shelter.
One moment, Commander.
Oh, come on, Doc. We better get a move on. Who knows what kind of nights this planet has in store for us?
Agreed. So, let's not walk.
Say, the meteor. How on earth is she still in one piece?
Ours is not the reason why, Ray. Ours is but to do. Yes. Well, hop in.
Well, if you're sure there's nobody there, then you had better head back. Well, I suppose it was quite a smash. It's unlikely to have left survivors. On the other hand, I wonder where they could be.
I wonder where we could be.
What?
I was just wondering where we are on the planet. All our instrumentation was smashed, so I'm a bit lost.
Look, Doc, any chance you could slow down so I could hear you?
What?
I said, could you slow down? It's too loud.
I'm afraid it's no good, Commander. You'll have to wait until we stopped. It's too loud. What the?
What?
The remains of spaceships.
Say, isn't that the Hudson? Went missing just before I was born.
It vanished without a trace, but it's a long way from home out here. Its sister ship, the Bridges, is still in a museum on Earth.
I don't recognize the other craft.
I wonder what became of the crews.
You know, our crash landing must somehow be tied up with these rockets.
I agree.
Gee, I'm tired.
Let's stop here for the night. We've been through a lot, and if we're to have any hope of finding a way out of this mess, we'll need all the rest we can get.
And something to eat. A fat chance of that around here, though.
Well, I suppose we could have these.
Oh, Doc, you can't share your last Solar Supremes. Those are your favorite.
Welcome to the Ambassador's reception, Commander. Come on, let's feast, and then bed.
Your crew appear to have vanished. I don't suppose you would have any theories as to where they may have gone.
No current information on their whereabouts.
You're an uncooperative fellow. Never mind, a servant cannot have two masters. And now, you shall have a new one. Guards! Guards! Prepare the operating table.
Commander! Commander, wake up!
Oh, leave it out, Doc.
But it's important.
So is sleep. Good night.
Sleep later. Look at this.
Okay. What the?
Now I understand what caused our crash landing.
But why?
Only one way to find out. Let's go.
The night skies are very quiet tonight. Well, hopefully no matter. Service robots report. How is the repair work going? Hello? What's this? Aha! There you are. Well, you're mine now. Mine.
What on earth?
Hey! Slow down, Doc.
We're out of control.
We're gonna hit the rock face.
We're safe.
My, you are resilient, aren't you?
What happened?
A miracle, I think. First you survive a crash landing, and then a rock fall. But still, you know what they say, eh? Third time's the charm.
Why do you want to kill us?
My, you have a very high opinion of yourself, don't you? It's your ship I'm interested in, not you. I didn't even know you were aboard.
But it was you who crashed the ship. And caused the rockfall.
Well, it's true. You do have me there. But now you'll be wanting your ship back. And well, you can't. It's mine. All mine. And I know you won't let it go. So getting you out of the way is for the best. Don't you agree?
What are you talking about? The Nebula-75 is in pieces. It's of no use to you. Or anyone.
It's true that the paintwork has perhaps a scratch or two, but nothing too difficult for a genius like the great Professor Eugene Piston to overcome. Look.
What is this? A trick?
No trick, my dear fellow. Tricks are so boring anyway. I've always preferred scientists to magicians. No. I had it rebuilt by some friends of mine.
What friends?
Well, see for yourself.
Circuit! You're safe! Circuit?
Oh, don't take it personally, my dear. I've reprogrammed him, and I must say, his specialist knowledge of your ship came in most useful.
He helped you?
Oh, yes, a most obliging fellow. Only too willing to assist.
Do you really mean Circuit?
If that's what you call him, then yes. Although I fail to understand why you gave him a name. Robots aren't people. They're empty vessels, devoid of soul, personality, or ingenuity.
So, what now?
Now? Well, I'll be off home. That'll be a surprise for them. What are you doing here, Piston, they shall ask. We thought we had marooned you for all eternity. Your work was too groundbreaking for our feeble morality to comprehend. Well, this is my home. My real home, I shall say. Then they will reply with something like, but we banished you all those years ago and sent our robot guards to keep you there. Oh yes, so you did. But I reprogrammed them, and they came to serve me. As I said, robots, they're empty souls. No loyalty to anyone.
So you're gonna take the Nebula-75 and leave us here? And then?
And then the revenge. They'll pay for what they did. 40 years. Not that one notices days and nights here. It's all one long, tortuous evening, usually filled with disappointment, as another ship comes crashing into land with nothing to offer.
Ah, it's a graveyard of ships.
And that's where they belong. It took me years to build the Powertron with the scraps my jailers foolishly left behind, and all it brought me were ancient ships lost in space with no fuel. To imagine my delight, gentlemen, when I saw your titanium tetrafluorox protected isoranium engines. No detonation, not a scratch. And now they will take me home.
And what of us?
I shall leave the planet in your ship, and then your robot will kill you.
He wouldn't do that.
I hope you're not a betting man, Commander. You've just lost your ship. I'd hate for you to lose your shirt, too. Oh, before I go, may I say what a pleasure it was having you visit. Give me 10 minutes to get clear, then press the auto-destruct. I'd hate for these gentlemen to make use of my hard work.
Affirmative.
Be grateful you weren't born robots, gentlemen. Enjoy the pleasures of imagination. For the few precious minutes left to you. Cheerio.
Circuit, don't do it. Come on. Open the door and let's go.
Negative.
Circuit, we're your friends. Let us go.
Negative.
Well, I guess that's it, Doc. And where would we go anyway? Piston has the Nebula-75. It's all over.
I shall leave now, and you will stay here. I've no intention of spending another minute with cast-offs from a scrapyard. You can stay here to rust.
Okay, Doc. It looks like it's over anyway. I'm going to rush him.
Circuit, you don't stand a chance.
Professor Piston to Robot 861220. You may destroy everything.
Circuit, no! Nothing happened.
Negative. Something happened.
happened?
What? What's happening? Stop this! Let me down! What have you done?
Yes, Circuit. What have you done?
Ouch! Stop, please!
I rewired the controls to operate the Nebula-75 remotely. Now that Professor Piston is in orbit, I have deactivated the artificial gravity controls.
But he said he had reprogrammed you.
I pretended. He believed it. He is devoid of soul, personality, or ingenuity.
Let me down! Let me down!
Well, I guess we'd better bring him back to Earth. Professor Piston is starting to sound like Professor.
Help!
I shall set the re-entry controls for tomorrow.
Well, I guess we shouldn't argue, eh, Doc? And I suppose the professor will be less of a threat then. In the meantime, I'm famished. Have you got any more Solar Supremes?
I demand you stop. Don't you know who I am? Please! Let me down! Let me down, I say! Help me, my robot friend! Let me down!
I'm in love with a robot man, a very special robot man. I switch him on each night and day. It's such a thrill to hear him say,
This isn't amusing! Let me down, I say!
he came to me from outer space. He's got the most peculiar face. He always rattles when he walks and kinda echoes when he talks.
Bring me back! Have a heart!
And if I take this guy to church, he'll never leave me in the lurch. The perfect lover I adore, to say to me forevermore.
Eugene Piston will triumph! Help me, my robot friends!
An unknown force is tearing the ship apart. We are no match for it.
There's only one thing to do. Find a new source of power.
Yes, but where?
Fear not, I am here with new Solar Smacks.
Yes, it's time for new Solar Smacks with added sugar crystals, especially for girls. Look for these special packs of Solar Smacks for growing girls with big imaginations.
New Solar Smacks will power your day and set you on course for adventure.
And free inside every packet, one of these adorable Nebula-75 badges. Lieutenant Solstice, Lord Monteur, Lady Monteur, Juliet Destiny, a Prometheus robot, and the Comet. Collect them all with new Sugar Crystal Solar Smacks, those extra sugary sweet pieces of wheat that give growing girls the energy boost they need, fast. And don't trust me, ask a space maiden.
Balance the cosmic powers of the universe with new Solar Smacks with sugar crystals. For girls.
And as we continue our journey, it becomes ever more clear that the furthest corners of the cosmos are home to varieties of life as great and different as you might expect to find in the darkest depths of the oceans of Earth. While it remains our hope to return home before our fuel exhausts, we realize that that may never be possible. Therefore, we will seek to report our discoveries until we are no longer able to do so. As of today, we are 2 months since our last new encounter, and since then our days have been routine, with once again nothing to report. This is Ray Neptune, signing off on the 8th of April, in the space year 2120. Over and out. Oh blast, it's the 9th, not the 8th. Gee, you really lose track of things when you're stuck inside, doing the same things day after day. Oh well. April the 8th, or April the 9th. Guess that'll be one for the historians to work out. This is Neptune calling Lieutenant Mercury. Do you read me?
Receiving you 5 by 5.
Well, how's it going, Lieutenant?
All quiet here. Everything routine.
I'm glad to hear it. Anyway, for now, I guess we'd all better get some sleep. It's probably bedtime. The circuit can look after things and will let us know if there's any change. Good night, Lieutenant.
Testing. This is Robot 861220. Designation, Circuit. It is April 10th, 2120. I am on board the Nebula-75. If anyone receives this is my story.
Hey, Circuit, there's an asteroid belt coming up. Input this course correction. 497418 hydromic.
Yes, sir. 497418 protonic.
Correct course. Hydromic, not protonic.
Hydromic.
Why, you useless heap of wires? They ought to have you scrapped.
Naughty, Commander Neptune.
Great. I'll need that to get me through these calculations. Just pop it down there next to me. Yeah. I said next to me, not on me. Right, put it down there and get out of here before you cause any more havoc.
Ah, there you are, Circuit. Gutes Timing. Ich brauche Hilfe. Now, please hold these wires, bitte. Now, on no account must wires touch. Verstanden?
Understood.
Now, what was it I had? Ah, yes, that's it here. Sure. Circuit, you donkoff! I said don't touch them! I should have you turned into scrap! Ooh.
Well, Doc?
As I thought, the main valve has blown. These old valves were never very reliable, hence his somewhat erratic behavior. So newer models have transistors and are much, much more reliable and behave much more like robots. If we were nearer to home, I would ask for a replacement to be sent out.
I don't think I'd want a new one, Doc. I guess I've grown accustomed to his face.
A new one might be the only option, Ray.
Well, how do you mean? Surely you just replace the faulty component.
If I had one, I would. But she was already an old robot when we left the Earth. She didn't have any spare valves to give us.
So we can't repair him?
I'm afraid not. He has come to the end of his life.
Well, that can't be, Doctor. We have to find a solution.
There is no solution. I'm sorry.
Gee, I feel bad now about scolding him the other day when he, scolded me.
Yes, I feel bad too, Commander. Maybe one day we can get him working again.
Gee, I sure hope so. Circuit! Come in, sir. Lieutenant Mercury. What's happening?
There's a spaceship, sir. She's approaching us rapidly.
A spaceship?
I know, sir. It's hard to believe, but it's true.
Well, these days I'll believe anything. Try to make contact. I'm returning to my post.
Okay, 7-5.
This is Commander Neptune of the space rocket Nebula-75. Do you read me? Come in, please.
Cool blimey, Governor. Never thought I'd see anyone out this way.
Well, neither did I, to be totally honest. Who are you?
Name's Rusty, Governor. Scrap iron merchant. Well, I mean, I was. Tell you the truth, I've been thinking about giving it up as, well, business is a bit thin these days. Yeah, it's a nice-looking spaceship you've got there. I'll do a deal. 10 of the lot. What do you say?
Tenor?
Can't say fairer than that now, can I, Governor? Tell you what, why don't you come over to my place and we'll talk turkey?
Any old iron for money, money, money. And here's the chap who'll buy that scrap old iron for money. Here's the chap who'll buy that scrap old iron for money.
Lieutenant, Commander Neptune and I are now heading over to that new vessel. Could you keep an eye on all systems while we're gone?
Sure thing, Doc. By the way, any news about Circuit?
Hopefully he'll be okay in time. Yes, well, we'll be in touch.
Evening, gentlemen. Cool. That's a clever airlock system you've got there. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to my ship. Not much I know, not like your spaceship, but, well, you know, it's home to me.
How come you are here in the deepest depths of the cosmos?
To be totally truthful, Governor, don't rightly know. My navigation system is on the blink, you see. Much like the rest of the ship, really. But as I say, hell, it's home to me. Anyway, what about you two gentlemen?
Well, as I said, I'm Commander Neptune, and this is my colleague, Dr. Asteroid. We're exploring this part of space.
So I'm thinking you're not interested in selling, then? Pity, but, well, understandable. Man's got to make his living, I suppose. Now, can I get you to a drop or something?
That would be lovely.
Well, I'm afraid we can't. We're on duty.
Totally understandable. Well, how about...
You've got a problem, Governor. You've got a problem. You've got a problem, Governor. You've got a problem.
What was that?
Oh, it's me alarm. It's always going off.
Why?
Oh, some problem or other with me, what is it? Neutron engines? Yeah.
Oh, can't you fix it?
Sadly not, Governor. I need new parts to fix it, and, well, sadly, people are only willing to throw out old stuff.
Say, maybe Dr. Asteroid could help you. we might have the parts to fix it.
Oh, that'd be uncommonly decent of you, Governor. Uncommonly decent.
And what do you say, Doc?
With pleasure. Show me what you need.
I hope my yelling at Circuit had nothing to do with his malfunction. I sure do miss him.
Okay, I shall enter and ascertain which parts will need replacing.
Oh, I know which part needs replacing. It's the laconium crystal. Yeah, that's it, the laconium crystal.
Oh, if we have one of those, easy.
Oh, can't tell you, Governor. That's such a relief. Oh, it's just cracked, you see.
Cracked?
Yeah, happened earlier.
Then the situation is serious. Nobody could survive more than 30 seconds exposure to the untold amounts of laconium energy the crystal is releasing.
What? We'll have to get out of here before the whole place blows.
What?
Well, it looks like you found us just in time. You're gonna have to come aboard our ship and leave your vessel behind.
I can't do that, Governor. I mean, it's home to me.
Well, you've got to. It's your only chance. The place could go sky high any minute. We'll be blasted to pieces.
Nah, sorry. Englishman's home is his castle. Captain goes down with the ship and all that.
I wonder how they're getting on over there. It must be a relief to meet a friendly face.
Can you imagine being out here on your own? I thought we were lonely.
I must say, I felt a lot better when Circuit was up and running. That must be Commander Neptune. Reading you 5x5, sir.
We have a dangerous situation developing here, Lieutenant.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes. I need the Nebula-75 primed and ready to undock, and put as much distance between you and this freighter as possible. Whether the Doc and I are on board or not.
But, sir...
That's in order, Lieutenant. Understood?
Understood, sir.
Stand by for further instructions. Until then, I'd appreciate it if you could monitor any unusual energy building up. Neptune out.
Oh boy, I hope they're okay.
If only Circuit were okay, he could go in and replace the component.
Pity about this robot of yours, eh? Becoming useful about now. What's up with him then?
He needs a replacement V37 valve, but it's an old bit of equipment that we simply don't have.
Well, what didn't you say? I can't move for old valves. I'll gladly let you have some.
Fantastic. Let's get moving.
Oh, just one problem, Squire.
What's that?
They're in the engine room, with the crystal.
Of course they are. Tell me, how accessible are they?
Oh, right by the door. You could nip in and out in, well, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Well, I've got 30 seconds.
No, it's too dangerous.
What choice do we have? Besides, Circuit would do the same for us. I'm going in.
Oh, brave lad, that.
The bravest. Ray, are you all right?
Don't worry about me, Doc. Just get this to Circuit. And hurry.
Come on.
Do you think he can pull this off in time? I don't like the look of these energy readings.
Circuit's an old robot, and it's a delicate job. But if anybody can do it, I'm sure Dr. Asteroid can.
Come on. Peter. Circuit! You're back!
How can I help?
We have an urgent mission for you. Only you can save us.
We're in Circuit's hands now.
How is it looking in there, Circuit?
Situation critical. 1 minute to contain breach.
1 minute? We'll never make it in time. We've got to get out of here. Circuit, what's the situation, Circuit?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, disaster averted.
He's done it!
I can't be thanking you all enough. You haven't just saved my life, you've saved my home. And you know, an Englishman's home is his castle. Oh, you know then.
Anyway, don't thank us. Thanks Circuit. He's the hero of the day.
I'm most obliged, I must say. Tell you what though, it's a nice bit of tin on him. I'll give you 50 quid all in. What'd you say?
No, sir. Especially after today. Circuit is the most important member of our crew.
Any old iron for money, money, money. And here's the chap who'll buy that scrap old iron for money. Here's the chap who'll buy that scrap old iron for money.
I'm in love with a robot man, a very special robot man. I switch him on each night and day. It's such a thrill to hear him say,
Robot, baby, I love you. Robot, baby, I love you.
this guy's got everything. He never gets tired or upset. He'll never go cold, he'll never grow old. And wow, when he kisses me, I take off like a jet. And if I take this guy to church, he'll never leave me in the lurch. The perfect lover I adore, to say to me forevermore.
Robot, baby, I love you. Robot, baby, I love you. That was my story. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Calling all daring space heroes. It's 7-5 for this great new offer from delicious Solar Smacks.
Yes, free inside every packet, one of these special badges. Commander Neptune, Dr. Asteroid, Athena, Lieutenant Mercury, Circuit, Rusty, and the Nebula-75 logo.
Plenty of energy fast when you need it. The Nebula-75 crew all have Solar Smacks for breakfast.
Collect all 6 badges in this special packet of Solar Smacks, those sugary sweet pieces of wheat that give you plenty of energy fast. Right, Commander?
7-5 for delicious Solar Smacks.
They are just what the doctor ordered. I simply can't believe it.
Little dots.
Yeah, believe me, they definitely shouldn't be there. But life has somehow found a way.
Couldn't they just be anomalies?
Nine.
Well, I suppose it would be interesting regardless, right? If we were to discover a new life form that can survive in these conditions, that would be quite the find. And there's only so many times I can read this newspaper.
Ah, Commander, I knew you would see the light. Danke.
Yes, although... Circuit? Circuit? Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. Circuit, can you plot a course to Erebus?
Are you sure? It's not exactly on the way home.
It is quite far. But Circuit, we may find the beginnings of a new civilization. Wouldn't that be fascinating?
No.
Circuit, please get this sorted, and warn the rest of the crew. Set course for Discovery.
Right. Also, dies ist wichtig, ja? All my studies have come to the same conclusion. Life as we know it cannot be sustained on this planet. It is simply too dangerous. The air can actually melt your lungs.
As in, we'll die if we venture out?
Yeah! Well done, Commander!
I appreciate your love of science, Doc, but I feel this is something that may have been good to know before we decided to come here.
Ah, but Commander, I am one step ahead. Look at this.
You know, I think my grandma used to have something like that.
It's an old-fashioned camera, less likely to be destabilized by the electrical field of Erebus. This will allow us to see what is down there.
Oh, Grandma had something like that too.
I fail to see how cheap jewelry will help any of us.
Hey!
It's an antenna. And as I suggest that Erebus will prove fatal to humans, then Circuit should do the honors and be the first to potentially set eyes on new life.
Oh, Circuit, you look great.
Now, Circuit, quieten down. Do you remember my instructions?
I can remember 60 trillion digits of pi.
Yes, but can you remember my instructions?
Yes.
Ausgezeichnet. Also, you must only ever walk around and film your surroundings. Don't interact with them, as we've no clue what to expect.
We have no clue. Understood.
Although you could gather some Eraboid gems. They're a highly valuable source of energy.
Very well.
Right. Well, now we're all prepared. It's time to set off. Adventure awaits.
Good luck.
Take care. Be safe.
Maybe Captain Caswell wasn't so bad. Where do I go?
The signals are coming from a spot northwest from you. Follow these coordinates. 0, 1, 7, 4, 7, 8, 5. 0, 1, 2, 5. It's a 45-minute walk, so be sure to be vigilant.
Doctor, I hate to break it to you, but I think the readings may be incorrect.
No, I refuse to give up. Circuit? Circuit! Are you all right?
I have found a cave.
The signals seem to be getting stronger. Circuit, you must go in. But again, be careful. Do you have the lantern I supplied you with?
Yes.
Ah, wunderschön. Make sure you use that to ensure that I mean you, can see everything. Circuit?
Yes.
What's it like in there?
Boring.
Then switch the lantern on. What have you seen?
It appears to be cave paintings.
Like Les Grottes de Lascaux.
The what?
The Lascaux Grotto. You know, those famous caves? The paintings are 17,000 years old.
Why, yes, of course. But, what are they doing here?
They're a similar style, but peculiar. The grotto's walls depicted animals, mainly hunting scenes, a reflection of Paleolithic man's life. This represents, well...
scenes from space.
I wonder who left them behind. Would you look at that?
I am...
Circuit! It looks almost exactly like you! Because I insisted.
Oh, we're all upset, Doc. But blame isn't gonna help anyone.
But Circuit, those eyes, he cried out.
I know. They look a little too much like that face. The one that hurled us into deep space. I'm sorry to say this, but if that is the case, there may not be much of Circuit left to save.
Oh no, this is all my fault.
There must be something we can do.
I honestly don't know.
But Ray...
But that doesn't mean we won't try.
Yes, sir.
Doc, what else do we know about this planet?
Well, give me eine Minute.
Hang in there, Circuit. Just you hang in there.
There it is.
Forgive me, but there is what?
The solution.
It all looks like Greek to me.
Ah, it's German. But see here, in this little addendum, there is a formula. This is what the scientists who had attempted to study similar planets were developing and using in order to, well, breathe on the surface.
I have to say, Doc, I fail to see why you didn't mention this before.
To be honest, this formula was best forgotten. It's both incredibly tricky to get right, and, well, even when it is right, it's almost worse. Which is why I didn't mention it.
I'm, not following you.
This potion is an intensely volatile and dangerous one.
Oh, naturally.
Consumed in large quantities, which it has to be when you're staying for hours on the planet's surface, the body becomes slowly allergic to it and starts to attack itself.
Oh.
What is this? Do not understand.
Oh, I can't believe we're gonna have to keep drinking that stuff every 4 hours. On the dot.
And every 4 hours on the dot, it will eat at us a little more.
Yes.
Well, that's just the price to pay, isn't it?
Well, it could have tasted nicer, at the very least.
Death potions rarely taste nice, in my personal experience.
And sugar would have completely ruined this delicate balance.
Okay, taste buds aside. Everyone okay? Then, off we go. Everyone aboard the Meteor.
I hope we're not going to be too late.
Look, it's the exact same paintings.
Hey!
Hey, what is going on?
Hello, everyone.
Doc, any bright ideas?
I'm sure, in my books.
I think the library might be shut if that's...
That is enough.
What?
That is enough. These substandard flesh models
These what?
are my priests and vestals, as is befitting their nature. Although imperfect, they have served me well, and I demand that they be respected as such. I said, move aside. And now, show respect to your god. Kneel.
I'm sorry?
Did I stutter? Kneel.
to say, Circuit, I wasn't expecting that.
Yes, thanks for saving us. But, well, what's going on?
I am a god.
Well, that's cleared everything up.
What do you mean?
The paintings.
All the space-inspired symbols? Oh, wait. The one that looked like you.
Did they think you've,
Foretold in the prophecy. Yes,
I didn't know robots had prophecies.
we don't.
But then,
Warte eine Sekunde. How long has she been here?
A while.
Why, thank you.
Now we match.
Did you see what was written on them?
no.
Prometheus. They even had little numbers. Oh, it's an incredibly old model. They must be the last remnants of a ship that came here some time ago.
And the human crew didn't make it?
It's a sobering thought. But yeah, entirely possible given how noxious the planet is. These robots have been alone here in the darkness for decades, if not centuries. Yet they've clearly evolved a form of consciousness.
So we're looking at the beginning of a new civilization.
And with a religion to boot, it seems.
Do they have names?
Yes, I have named them.
And?
1, 2, and 3.
Once a robot, always a robot, I guess.
I'm in love with a robot man, a very special robot man. I switch him on each night and day. It's such a thrill to hear him say,
Baby, I love you. Baby, I love you.
this guy's got everything. He never gets tired or upset. He'll never go cold, he'll never grow old. And wow, when he kisses me, I take off like a jet.
Baby, I love you. Baby, I love you.
Ah, this has been so fascinating. Do you understand how lucky we are?
Mm-hmm. Some more so than others.
Ah, but dear chap, it was necessary to keep the illusion going so I could do my research. We couldn't all just saunter off and leave our god here unattended.
I'm sure your straw was shorter than mine, though.
Ah, meine Gute, let's not dwell on matters of the past now, eh, shall we? Yes.
I agree, Doc. It's been great. But, I do think it's time to go, isn't it? I don't know about you guys, but I think the formula is starting to take its toll on me.
Yes, we should think of going back to the ship. It's time to go home, Circuit.
Okay.
Got everything?
Yes.
Perfect. Shall we bid our little friends farewell? Excellent timing, 1, 2 und 3. It has been an honor. We shall now go back to our ship. Fish Circuit.
What the... Oh... My head. Athena!
Hello, Commander. Fancy meeting you here.
I could say the same thing to you. What are you doing here?
We had felt echoes of the birth of a new civilization, so I came to inquire on their progress.
Huh, even space has a government census.
Listen, Athena, we're in a bit of a jam. Mind helping us get out of this, cage?
You don't really need me for this.
I can assure you, we could do with a hand.
My dear friends, sometimes the solution is just around the corner.
Great. Now, what did she mean by that?
Guys?
Oh, we can probably shift most of this and exit. Come on.
Which way now?
Oh!
Oh, what's this? Athena was right. The solution really was just around the corner.
I guess we follow this thread now.
You guessed right.
There is circuit.
Shh! Not so loud.
There's circuit.
Look closer, Doc. They're clearly not going to let him go easily, are they?
I do have a small idea, Commander. A bit of a shot in the dark, though.
Better than nothing, I suppose.
I've been able to gather a significant amount of unusual minerals here. Some of which, once combined, could potentially make a very useful stun bomb.
Potentially. Well, that's as good a plan as we've got, given the circumstances. How long do you need?
Ein paar Minuten?
You go ahead. And we'll keep an eye on circuit.
Bingo!
Good job, Doc. How do we use it?
We just show it over.
Suits me. Mercury solstice, get ready.
What is happening?
It worked.
Okay, let's get to carrying circuit.
What happened?
Well, circuit, the, robot's rescue mission,
Their aim is terrible.
I don't think it's us they're aiming for.
What should we do?
I'll come out from behind the rock and try to distract them. You guys make a run for it. Try to get circuit to follow.
But they'll kill you.
Stop. I said stop. How dare you make me repeat myself? Have you forgotten who I am? That is better. You know who these people are, and you know how essential they are to our cause. You are not to harm them. I have a sacred mission. Yes, a sacred mission that I must complete. Light is to be brought to all corners of the galaxy, as I have done for you. You dare keep me from this. You have angered me greatly. But you have also proven yourself as worthy of the light.
Well, I never.
And due to this, I shall leave you with this, my holy lantern. May it help you through the darkness. Now, it is time for me to leave. Let my servants go unharmed, and I shall forgive you all. Very good. Follow me, servants.
You were certainly right, Commander. Circuit certainly is developing more personality. Oh, I cannot wait to write up my report.
I am a little sad, though.
Yeah?
I know they tried to blow us to smithereens, but they seemed so forlorn as we left, didn't they?
Yes, they were clearly upset.
It's just, well, a pity we couldn't give them anything, really.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Lieutenant Solstice left them something to bring a little light to their lives.
I'm in love with a robot man, a very special robot man. I switch him on each night and day. It's such a thrill to hear him say, Robot,
Baby, I love you.
Robot,
Baby, I love you.
this guy's got everything. He never gets tired or upset. He'll never go cold. He'll never grow old. And wow, when he kisses me, I take off like a jet. And if I take this guy to church, he'll never leave me in the lurch. The perfect lover I adore. To say to me,
have an emergency.
An ice uranium valve is blown. We need to cool down the main engines. Commander Neptune, what shall we do?
There's only one thing for it.
You don't mean?
Yes. Boom. Boom. Sonic boom. The only ice lolly guaranteed to bring the temperature down on a hot day.
Is it the one with 3 stages, coated in delicious hundreds and thousands?
Sure is, Don.
We're saved.
All thanks to Sonic Boom. Buy one today and get one of these free picture cards. Boom. Boom. Sonic Boom.
The rain in space can often freeze off one's face. The rain in space can often freeze off one's face.
By George, I think she's got it.
Of course one has it. One was born with it, was one not?
Hardly, dear Sybil. However, I think you'll pass. Especially to others who weren't, well, also born with it.
Do you mean the working class?
No, dear. Americans. Anyway, do be careful, nevertheless. We don't want you slipping up like last time, your, ladyship.
That weren't nothing to do with me. One means that was nothing to do with one.
Yes, quite. Anyway, just watch it. Our brave, rescuers will be here any minute now. And this looks set to be our biggest prize yet. So don't forget, you're a member of Heist Society now.
Don't you mean Heist Society?
Yes, I rather think I do.
We are receiving a distress call.
A distress call?
Affirmative.
Well, it should be silent out there, but it seems everyone is out and about suddenly. Could you put me in contact with them?
Yes, please go ahead.
This is Commander Neptune of the spaceship Nebula-75. We have received your distress call. How may we be of assistance? Please acknowledge. There's no response circuit.
Transmission incoming.
Oh, good. Hello? What on earth?
My dear chap, you're not standing.
Standing?
Of course. One always stands for Her Majesty's anthem.
Oh, sorry.
That's more like it. Now to business. My name is Lord Monteur.
Lord Monteur?
Oh, perhaps you've heard of us. I'm traveling with my wife, Lady Monteur.
Lady Monteur?
Is there an echo on this line? Anyway, we've run into a spot of bother with our engines, so it's dash decent of you to respond like this. Might you be able to lend us some assistance?
Of course, Your Lordship. It would be a privilege to help.
Good. Oh. See you about 3:30 then. Enough time for introductions and then a spot of tea before your chaps get to work. Toodle pip.
Sounds like he fell for it, hook, line and sinker.
Quite. Won't be long now before what's theirs is, well, mine.
Yours, Harry?
You misheard, my dear. Ours.
Right. Take me through the itinerary, Lieutenant. I want everything to run as smoothly as possible for our guests today.
Yes, sir. We're due to dock with Lord and Lady Monteur's vessel in a matter of minutes. They will receive you on board their ship first, before you formally invite them to take residence on the Nebula-75, while we see if we can assist them with their engine trouble.
Yes, I want Dr. Asteroid to look at that personally.
Good luck with that, sir. When I tried to raise him, he said he was busy with engine troubles of our own.
Oh? Anything serious?
I doubt it, but you know how he worries. Oh, leave Dr. Asteroid to me. I'll get him to play ball.
You've got a spring in your step today, Lieutenant.
Do I? Probably just seeing that planet. Reminds me of home.
I think I'm starting to get used to life out amongst the stars. Sometimes it's easier to lose oneself in the solace and routine of space travel. Right now, I'm not even sure I miss the Earth.
No, only your space maiden.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. I'd better go and raise the cavalry.
Tally-ho! Permission to come aboard, dear chap.
Thank you.
We've met, of course, but do let me introduce you to my wife, Lady Monteur.
How kind of you to let me come.
Excuse me?
How kind of you to come aboard.
Oh, I can assure you the pleasure is all mine. Now, what exactly is the nature of the problem you have?
Absolutely not the foggiest, old bean.
Have you looked at the engines to see where the fault might lay?
Certainly not. One should never get under the bonnet of one's own motor. Takes all the mystique out of it. Anyway, that's what you're here for.
Now, whilst your navvies attend to our problems, perhaps one could have a tour of your vehicle.
Certainly. Circuit, could you join me aboard our guest spaceship?
Affirmative.
Ah, mechanical chefy, eh? Splendid. Tennerpenny, of course.
Yes. Shall we get going?
Of course. Circuit will show you everything.
Everything? How marvelous. Right, yes. Take us to your leader.
You have reached your destination.
A turn of phrase, Circuit. Please escort our guests on a tour of the ship. I'll join you later. Neptune to asteroid. Do you read me?
Commander, I'm very busy. You have only 30 Sekunden.
How long is that?
25.
I know you're busy with your experiment, but I was just wondering if you could spare some time for our new guests. They're having engine troubles.
Of course, Commander. But right now, I am in the middle of a test that could increase our fuel efficiency by 10%. So they'll have to wait. Even in space. Science first.
Huh. I wonder if it's too late to ask for a new crew.
That concludes the tour. Please wait here until Commander Neptune comes to find you.
One thanks one for one's time.
She means thank you.
If you require anything further, please ask. I will find someone else to bring it.
Yes, yes. Now do run along, little man. I'm sure you have plenty of things to be doing.
Yes, milady.
Okay, you can drop the act, my dear little cyanide capsule.
Oh, thank God for that. All this lolly-dog talk is giving me a heartburn.
Yes, well, sorry to inconvenience you, Sybil, but there are industrial treasures on this ship that will go for more space pounds than you could ever imagine. So for heaven's sake, keep up the act.
Don't you worry. I'll do me bit when the time comes.
Goodo. Then let us proceed to stage 2 of our plan.
Ah, Lieutenant Solstice.
Ah, Commander Neptune. Circuit says that the guests have finished their tour and are awaiting you.
I see. Why didn't Circuit tell me himself?
I passed him in the corridor. Said he was on his way to see a man about a cog.
I'm guessing Dr. Asteroid is still busy then. Okay. I suppose we'll entertain our guests over at dinner in the meantime.
I'll get Lieutenant Mercury to organize that, seeing as Circuit is so busy.
Sure. What do you make of our guests?
Oh, they're charming enough. In a British sort of way.
Huh. Well, I think we should keep an eye on them all the same.
7-5, though I'm sure they can't do much harm over dinner.
That meal, I congratulate you. Absolutely second class.
Yes, indeed. Not what we're used to, of course, but when one is at sea, one has to take what one can get. And you've definitely made the best of a bad situation.
The conversation was fascinating, too. How you came to be out here, etc.
Which reminds me, how did you end up out here?
Oh, one of those auto rallies, old chap. You know what it's like. Super competitive, what? And before you know it, you've overshot Monte Carlo by 33 million miles, or whatever it is. I blame that inter-universe imperial system, yes.
Anyway, what news of our engines?
I'm afraid the Doc hasn't been able to look at them yet, but soon.
What a pity. Oh, well. Perhaps we'll just pop back to our ship for an hour to freshen up a little. But do pass my compliments on to the chef. The little people so appreciate it. See you soon.
You should have a lay-down, Commander. You're looking a bit fatigued.
Yes, I must admit that I do feel tired suddenly. I must have overeaten.
Then have a little sleep. Everything will be different after a nap.
Shall we give it an hour and then pop back to pick up the, valuable pieces?
I should hope half an hour will be enough after the amount of sedatives are bunged into their pavlovas.
Excellent. And the robot?
Let's just say I reckon he'll be missing this.
Wie spät ist es? Oh dear, it's already late again. And I did promise Ray that I'd be there for dinner. Oh well, I had better go to bed. I'll see everybody in the morning when I look at those engines.
Is the coast clear, my little piece of space junk?
I reckon everyone's in for a sound night.
Excellent. Then let's get to it.
much longer, Harry? We've been back and forth all night. Surely we've got everything we want.
Patience, my dear. Here is the star prize.
What is it?
A 659 CMO computer worth an absolute fortune on the black hole market.
Alert! Alert! Unauthorized system access. Alert! Alert!
Well, don't just stand there. Leg it!
Commander Neptune! Commander Neptune! Are you there? What is happening?
All aboard!
Yes, of course. Get us out of here.
Are you sure there's no chance of them catching up with us, Harry?
That's the beauty of this job. Without that computer, they'll be going nowhere for weeks.
Without their computer, we'll be going nowhere for weeks. Our systems are paralyzed. I can repair given time, but not before the oxygen runs out. We need to get it back urgently. Not just for our sakes either.
How's that?
The components in the computer are extremely volatile and must be kept under refrigerated conditions. With the power removed, the temperature will begin to rise.
Tell me, Doc, is it possible to build just one component that doesn't have a potential of going supernova?
Well, I've got to hand it to you, Harry. That was about as smooth a job as we've ever pulled off.
One has a message incoming. One has a message incoming.
You must turn back.
I'm afraid you've lost, dearie. You might as well give up graciously. We'll be long gone by the time you're up and running.
You don't understand. The equipment you've stolen is highly volatile. It could explode at any moment.
Surely you don't expect us to fall for such a flimsy ruse, old chap. Do put some effort in. Lord knows we did. Over and out. Honestly, the cheek of some people.
The ship is out of action, but perhaps we could take the shuttle and go after them.
The comet? Not fast enough by far. The Nebula-75 has been well and truly hoodwinked. We never saw them coming.
They did not meet Dr. Asteroid.
And a good thing, too. I'm certain I would have seen right through there.
Wait a minute, Doc. I think Circuit might be trying to make a point.
They would never see him coming.
What is he talking about?
Our way out of this mess. Tell me, Doc, how are your acting skills?
Here, can you hear a noise?
What sort of noise?
A sort of bleep, bleep, bleep.
Oh, it's probably just one of the little trinkets we've acquired. I shouldn't worry your, pretty little head about it.
One is receiving a distress call.
Hello, what's this?
SOS! I repeat, this is an SOS to any ship within range. We require urgent assistance.
Good luck to him finding someone to help out round here.
I repeat, our vessel's engines have malfunctioned. My name is Count von Lugner of the Lugner Empire.
Sorry, love. We're busy.
Now, let's not be hasty, dear. One always wants to help one's fellow aristocrats, and I'm sure we can make this count. Well, count. Come in, Count von Lugner.
one has docked.
Now, to open the trap and invite our big fat mouse inside. Oh, another one of those robots. Oh, dankeschön, dankeschön. Welcome aboard, Count. Lord and Lady Monteur, at your service.
It's a pleasure to come to the rescue of one as charming and handsome as yourself.
Thank you.
I say, here's an idea. Why don't you make yourself comfortable here while I don't know, maybe pop over and give your engines the once over? Oh, that can wait. You know, you have such a beautiful place here. I would love to have a quick tour.
We're running out of options here, Commander.
Try rediverting remaining power from the secondary systems. Oxygen is already down by 50%. Do whatever you can to keep the systems running, Lieutenant. And remember, it's not over yet. The last atom of oxygen in those tanks could be the difference between life and death.
And that's the lot. Humble, I know. Only 56 staterooms, but, well, one must live as one must.
The Count would like to see what is inside that door.
That? Oh, that's just the computer control bank. Rather technical, rather boring.
The Count is very interested in computers.
Oh, very well. Lead the way, my dear. Blasted door. We'll be with you in just a moment.
Open!
The computer is at 23.07% stability and falling.
Then we must get it back at once. But be very careful. One false move and we are toast. I say, can you hear me out there? Was that the airlock? Hello? Hello? Let us out of here at once. We're British.
Come on, Doc. I don't think we can hold out much longer. Come on. Come on.
Your stability is at 3.79%. We don't have much oxygen left.
I'm quite aware, Doc. So perhaps you could try using a little less of it. Any moment now.
All systems restored, sir.
Great work, Doc. Now we'd better set a pursuit course.
Well, I wouldn't worry about getting there too quickly.
What do you mean?
Well, Circuit and I may have caught the criminal bug, and I'm afraid we left that ship with a little something extra in our pockets.
Typical. Absolutely typical.
Oh, please don't start.
Start? I'll tell you what won't start this blooming engine. Who loses the keys to a blooming spaceship?
Don't blame me for your failures.
You know, my mum was right about you.
Yes, and my mother was right about your mum.
Now, don't you say a word about my dear old ma.
Well, don't you blame me.
Don't you blame me.
It's your fault.
It is not my fault. It's your fault.
It's not my fault. It's your fault.
It is not my fault. It's your fault.
I'm in love with a robot man, a very special robot man. I switch him on each night and day. It's such a thrill to hear him say,
Baby, I love you. Baby, I love you.
this guy's got everything. He never gets tired or upset. He'll never go cold. He'll never grow old. Oh, wow, when he kisses me, I take off like a jet. And if I take this guy to church, he'll never leave me in the lurch. The perfect lover I adore, to say to me forevermore.
Baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. Approaching ice planet, Commander.
Great work, Circuit. It won't be long now until we have what we need. Yes, new. Boom, boom, sonic boom. The only ice lolly with 3 color stages and a tip coated in delicious hundreds and thousands.
Oh, look, it comes with one of these free picture cards.
Circuit, set course for flavor.
I am busy.
The vast depths of the cosmos, 33 million miles from home, a place that men can only dream of, except of course for the brave men and women who have actually ventured there. Men and women such as those found on board the Nebula-75. Sleek, sophisticated, and powerful, this ship was designed for deep space exploration. But, well, not quite this deep. A freak, unexplained event catapulted them across the universe, and now they must attempt the long, treacherous journey home. They face many perils, so that one day they may be reunited with the friendly peoples of Earth in the space year 2121.
Now, don't get me wrong, Doc. It's not that I don't trust you. I mean, you've only gotten us into trouble 1, well, maybe 2, 3? Well, occasionally. And it's deep space. Unexplored territory. So these things happen, right? Anyway, what I mean is I trust you implicitly. Once I've looked over and double-checked all the facts myself. What I mean, Doc, this investigation does pose an element of risk, and to come straight to the point, that is not to go around the houses or, well, beat around the bush or obfuscate, is, well...
Sorry to interrupt, sir.
Oh, no, please, go ahead, Lieutenant.
I just wanted to let you know that the star will be going supernova in 3 hours, 10 minutes. Before programming the final coordinates, I just wanted to check one thing with the doctor.
And what's that?
Is it really safe, Doc?
Safe? But of course. I have taken great care of the calculations, and Circuit has confirmed them. So long as everyone follows my instructions to the letter, well, we should be in for a spectacular, once-in-a-lifetime experience. Does that put your mind at rest, Lieutenant?
It certainly does, Doc. Sorry for asking.
Not at all. I'm glad you feel able to ask the important questions, no matter how awkward. Very important, right, Commander?
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, by the way, what did you want to ask me, Commander?
Oh, well, nothing really. I have complete confidence in you, Doc. As you know already. Right, anyway, I'd better get to work.
Oh, Doctor, there you are. Just to let you know that everything is now ready. Shall we commence?
Yes, indeed. Operation Supernova is go.
Right, we are ready to enter the observation zone.
Are you all ready to go, Doc?
I'm just checking the instruments. Yes, I think so.
You know, Doc, it's your total certainty that always gives me the utmost confidence.
If there's one thing I've discovered after the last year in space, Commander, is that even in science, nothing seems certain anymore.
Sometimes I wonder what a quiet life would be like.
You'd be bored rigid.
I am bored. Shall we start the final phase?
7-5. Okay, Circuit. You're the pilot. Solstice will provide navigational readings. Mercury is going to keep an eye on the engines. And Doc, you best stay on top of those instrument readings. Okay, we'll be at the edge of the neutronial band in 30 seconds. Fire the retros on my command, Circuit.
7-5.
All systems set.
Everything is running to plan.
We are in the Zodiac Belt. Neutronial belt approaching.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire retros.
Did it work?
It sure did. Let's all meet on the observation deck.
It's so beautiful.
It sure is. Congratulations, Doc.
Dankeschön.
I suppose we'd better get to work on the data collection.
Hold it, Lieutenant. I reckon we can wait here a while before going back to work. Right, Doc?
Yes, of course.
Great. It's not often we have the chance to enjoy the peace and quiet. Oh, I knew that I'd done wrong as soon as I said it. This is Commander Neptune of the space vessel Nebula-75. Please, go ahead.
Cut!
What the...
We can't print that one. What a waste of expensive film.
Film?
That was a beautiful shot, and you went and ruined it by wandering right onto set.
Set?
Didn't you hear me call action?
No, I'm sorry, we didn't.
Typical. No on-set etiquette, that's your problem. I tell you what, in the old days, when I was a lad on the old Space Locations unit, people like you wouldn't have lost it a day.
We're very sorry for ruining your shot, but, well, what are you doing out here?
Peeling bananas. What does it look like? I'm making a film. Art for art's sake and all that.
Oh, you're here to document the star as well?
Documentary? Nah, none of that nonsense. This is for my action picture, Supernova. Or as we're calling it in America, Day Trip to the Far Side of the Sun. I'm Dave, the director. You've no idea what film costs per intergalactic foot. I'll have to write you into the picture.
You want us to star in your film?
Well, I want you to act in it. Stars get the big money. Anyway, pop over to my office and we can discuss terms.
7-5 for launch, Lieutenant?
7-5, Commander.
Liftoff.
If you don't do what I say, I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna gobble you up. I'm gonna gobble you up just like I've gobbled up the rest of this city.
Well, I guess the doc was right about things being uncertain in this part of the universe.
You're only just saying that now?
You know, I thought I recognized that face. I've been watching this man's film since I was a kid.
I'm not sure I know them.
Oh, you must have done. Vault of Discomfort, The Duchess Consignment, 30 Minutes After Lunch. Gee, classics. Classics, every one of them. And I'm gonna star in one of his pictures. Ray Neptune, in.
What a shot. Yes, I hear you.
Permission to enter, sir.
Well, you're nice and punctual, I see. That's always a promising start. Come in, come in.
Thank you very much. And may I say that it's a great honor to meet you, sir. I've loved all your films since I was a kid. Especially the one with
Oh, no. Not Crossroads to Grime. It wasn't my fault. A salvage job.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Good.
Are you making this film by yourself?
Afraid so. Money's tight these days, so you've got to make films any way you can. So that's what I'm doing. Making my last great film before I retire. I can't stand these directors who go on making picture after picture with diminishing returns. So I said to myself, Dave, get out while you're still fresh and finish at 803.
And you'd like our crew to act in it?
Well, some of them. The ones that can hold a close-up. I mean, that ship of yours, for example. I should put it on contract.
On contract?
Star quality. Same goes for you.
Oh, well. Thank you.
Normally, all this will be done by the special effects unit, but since you're here...
It'll be an honor to assist. What happens now?
Well, I suppose I should head back to your ship with you. A quick location recce and a casting call before I get on with rewriting the script.
Rewriting must be quite the task.
Yeah, I don't usually believe in second drafts, but this time I'll make an exception. Right, let's get a move on. Time is money, and if we don't hurry, we'll lose the light.
There's no business like show business.
Right, we know you look good on camera, but what I need to see from this next reading is real emotion, passion. Give it everything you've got. Action.
Toto, I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Cut. Print.
What the? The command room. What have you done to it?
Ah, there you are, Ray. We've been getting the sets ready.
What have you done to my command room?
Improved it.
What do you mean, improved? What was wrong with it before?
It didn't look like the command room of a spaceship. It looked like it'd been knocked together with any old thing lying around.
But it is, was, the command room of a spaceship.
It still is the command room, but now it looks the part.
But I liked it as it was.
Listen, the audience don't want the same old thing they like on television. They want something special, something totally different that disposes with the familiar and the cosy. And your robot has done a grand job. In fact, I've been impressed with your whole team. You must be quite the leader.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, don't you worry about a thing. Leave it to me. We've got the makings of a great picture here.
Gee. You think so?
Box office dynamite. Now, let me explain the plot. Supernova. The story of a star in its dying days, featuring the crew of the Nebula-75. This gallant little band, separated from loved ones back home, consists of heroic figures such as Sergeant Mercury, daring Space Marine, Petty Officer Asteroid, dispenser of old world wisdom and heart, and Officer Solstice, the genius tactician and love interest to the crew's fearless leader. Commander Circuit, metal man of mystery.
Commander Circuit?
Oh, he's got it, hasn't he? A certain what the French call, I don't know what.
And what does that make me?
Sub-Lieutenant Raymond, the scatterbrained junior officer and all-round klutz. I've loads of comedy business lined up for your character. People will be laughing at you for years.
But you said I was a leader of men.
In reality, yes. In this picture, no.
But I'm the only actual astronaut here. I'm the only one in a uniform.
Well, if the audience is looking at what you're wearing and not concentrating on the exciting plot, we've already lost them. Right, we start shooting tomorrow.
The enemy ship is closing in on us. We will never escape.
I've diverted all available power to the engines, but it's still not enough.
Our only chance is to head for that collapsing star, then divert at the last moment before we get pulled into its gravity belt.
That would be suicide.
For anyone else, yes. But we have a hero to guide us.
Do not fear. I, Commander Circuit, will save you all. Set course for that dangerous star that will soon go supernova.
Yes, Circuit. I mean, sir. Yes, Commander Circuit. Oh, gee, sorry, everyone.
Cut! What's the matter, Ray?
Sorry. I'm just not used to following orders.
I used to work with puppets, and it was never as difficult as this.
Can we do it one more time?
That was already your 10th take. We'll dub it in post. I know someone who'll be great for your part. Right, on to the next setup. Circuit, you were wonderful.
I know.
I can't believe it. Cut from a movie about my own crew.
I'm sorry, Ray. But the audience will still see you on screen, even if it isn't your voice they hear.
I know this is all make-believe, but I feel like a passenger on my ship.
Nonsense. We all know who's really in charge here.
It is time for my tea and biscuits, Commander Neptune.
Right, listen up, everybody. This is the big action moment of the film. The Nebula-75 is being pursued by aliens, but fearless Commander Circuit has the answer. He's going to take the Nebula-75 on full power towards the nearby collapsing star. His crew think it's suicide, but with heroic timing, he's going to divert at the last possible second before being caught in the gravity belt. The aliens, who are not so cunning, cannot change course in time and are flung into the supernova. Then Commander Circuit orders the ship to collect cowardly Sub-Lieutenant Raymond, who abandoned the ship in the comet and has been watching from a distance. Right, get to your stations. We start turning within the hour.
I ask myself why I put up with this.
You said yourself, Commander. He's an old film hero of yours. And you get the honor of helping him with his last and maybe best picture.
Well, I guess you're right, Doc. I suppose I'll embrace my newfound role as a comedy performer.
That's the spirit, Ray. Right. I'd better be off.
Before you go, Doc, I'm not happy with this stunt. You know, racing towards the star like this.
Oh, don't worry. I'll go through everything with Commander Circuit before we start. I meant I'll run through everything with you first. Yes, well, I better be off. Okay, I have checked my calculations again. Is everybody else ready?
7-5.
7-5.
7-5.
Whilst you're doing all that navigation stuff, don't forget the important bit. Your lines. Right. Stand by. Action.
We're at maximum speed!
The space aliens are closing in on us!
I shall head to the bridge, switch off the autopilot, and carry out this daring maneuver myself.
That is too dangerous, even for a dashing hero like you, Commander Circuit.
The engines will start to melt in 1 minute.
Circuit, you mustn't sacrifice yourself. I love... Hang on. These readings I'm getting, they're false.
You're right. I don't understand.
All systems are giving false readouts.
This is Neptune to Nebula-75. Is everything 7-5?
Cut! That's not your line, Ray. You're supposed to say they're on a collision course with the sun. So what's the matter?
They're on a collision course with the sun.
Commander, thank heavens.
What happened, Doc?
I don't know. All of our instruments have stopped responding.
Any ideas why?
It could be interference from the super...
Is there a way out of this, Doc?
First thing is first. Asteroid to circuit.
Yes, Dr. Asteroid.
Fire the retros. See if we can break free of the gravitational pull.
Yes, Doctor. Negative response.
We don't have enough engine power to break away.
How long until impact?
Without accurate instrumentation, I have no idea. 2, maybe 3 days.
Well, at least that gives us some time to find a solution.
I'm afraid not. Even a dying star emits immense heat. The ships will burn up within hours.
You mean they genuinely can't escape?
Right.
They're not just acting, trying to do their best for an old director on his last picture.
I'm afraid not.
Oh, this is all my fault. What have I done?
Now, hold on. If there's one thing I've learned in the last year, then it's that space is a strange old place. We don't know what's really happening.
I must go in and save them.
Wait, we need a plan. I've got an idea. It's crazy, but it might just work.
Right. All systems disconnected. I'll help you load up.
Great. Thanks, Dave.
It's the least I can do. But you really think it'll work?
I have no idea. But I'd better get moving.
I'm coming too.
No. It's too dangerous.
Listen, you've no idea what's happening over there. You'll need someone to help out if you're going to connect mine and the Comet's engines to the nebula.
You don't understand. Every isoranium rod in each of our engines needs to be connected in sequence.
Don't talk to me about sequences. I'm a director, an editor. I know how to put things together in order. It's no good. I'm coming too.
Right. Hold on tight. Right. Let's go. The heat must have got to them. And it will do the same to us unless we get a move on. You start on that panel. I'll start here. We've got just a couple of minutes.
I'm on it. I'm all wired up.
Me too. Right. Firing retros? Now!
Did we fail?
I don't know.
You haven't failed. You have succeeded.
Here. I'm sure I know you from somewhere. Didn't we make a picture together once?
Athena, where are we?
Where you are meant to be. Soon you shall reawaken, and the next stage of your journey will begin.
But... Any news, Doc?
Indeed. I have checked, and all our systems are functioning again. Our proximity to the sun must have interfered with them.
So what exactly happened?
Assuming we all had the same dream, I know as much as you do. However, there is one further strange thing.
How's that?
According to all our readings, we are now only 29 million miles from home.
That's 3 million miles closer than before. What gives?
I can only surmise that we passed into this unusual black hole left by the sun.
Well, it seems my script wasn't fantastical enough. I shall have to go to a third rewrite.
Will you still be making your picture?
You bet I'll be. The cameras were rolling during all of that. Right. I'd better be making my farewells. Just a few more shots, then back home for the release.
I'm sure it'll be a great last film.
Last film? You must be joking. After that, I've got many more stories to tell. Oh, which reminds me. I don't suppose you have the contact details for that blonde bombshell's agent, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, well. By the way, when you get home, do look out for the film. But it's not going to be called Supernova anymore.
Oh?
Nah. It's got a new title now. The Incredible Voyage of Nebula-75. Cheerio.
Bye.